Jagdeo says no preferential treatment given to Ahmad for land purchases. News source Guyana. Vice President Barrett Jagdeo addressed recent concerns regarding the government's commercial land sale policy, particularly in relation to the sale of prime lands to associates of the ruling party. At a press conference at Freedom House, Jagdeo dismissed claims of preferential treatment for friends and associates of the PPP, specifically in reference to Ahmad, a U.S. Guyanese real estate magnate convicted of mortgage fraud. Jagdeo confirmed that Ahmad purchased prime land in the Ogle area but insisted that the transaction was legitimate and conducted fairly. He emphasized that there was no preferential treatment involved, urging the Ahmad family to keep the PPP out of their family disputes. Was there any preferential treatment of this individual because of connections to the PPP? The answer is absolutely not, he stated. The Sheriff Group of companies, which has been acquiring large parcels of land and opening businesses, has distanced itself from Ahmad, despite being owned by his relatives. Jagdeo criticized the opposition APNU plus AFC for their land management practices while in power, claiming they sold and leased state lands to individuals close to them, including current AFC leader Nigel Hughes. He noted that while the government has allocated land for private development, none of the recipients, including Ahmad, have yet received titles. All parties involved have paid $30 million per acre, consistent with the previous government's pricing. Jagdeo defended the principle that individuals perceived to be close to the PPP should also benefit from state resources, stating he has no apologies for this stance. Earlier in the week, Sherwin Greaves, the chief executive officer of the Central Housing and Planning Authority, resigned amid scrutiny over his approval of land sales to Ahmad and property purchases in New York linked to Ahmad. Jagdeo praised Greaves' work at the Housing Ministry, but stated that he must provide credible explanations regarding his property acquisitions. The vice president affirmed that if any laws were broken by Greaves or Ahmad, they must face consequences. He added that the government has not yet decided whether to investigate the land deals or property purchases, while Greaves assured the government that his funding sources were legitimate and chose to resign due to public scrutiny.